We like to think we have a pretty good handle on the natural world. We've cataloged the biggest, fastest, and most terrifying creatures to have ever existed. And for years, when it comes to sheer, slithering size, one name has been at the very top of the list: Titanoboa, the undisputed king. But what if the king is about to be dethroned? What if, hidden in the earth for 47 million years, a new contender was just waiting to be found? The epic reign of Titanoboa might finally be over. For a long time, we've believed it was the largest snake to ever live, a true monster of epic proportions. But what if I told you that scientists have just unearthed a new challenger? A prehistoric serpent from India that could stretch up to 50 feet and rewrite the story of the giants. This is the story of Vasuki Indicus, a creature so massive it was named for a mythical serpent king. And its discovery is changing everything we thought we knew about the ancient world. Our story doesn't kick off with some dramatic, earth-shattering dig. It starts quietly, way back in 2005. A team of scientists was exploring the rich fossil beds of the Panandro lignite mine in Gujarat, India. Buried in the layers of sediment, they found something unusual: a set of 27 large fossilized bones. At first, the researchers, including Dr. Sunil Bajpai and Dr. Debajit Datta from the prestigious Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee, thought they'd stumbled upon the remains of an ancient crocodile-like animal. The bones were huge, robust, and clearly belonged to a massive creature, but their real identity was a complete mystery. For almost 20 years, these fossils just sat there, waiting for the right eyes and the right moment to unlock their secrets. Paleontology is often a painstakingly slow puzzle, especially when most of the pieces are missing. But as the team continued their analysis, a shocking idea began to take shape. These weren't from a crocodile, they were vertebrae. The vertebrae of a snake. And their size was just staggering. The real breakthrough came when the researchers realized they were looking at the articulated spine of a truly colossal serpent. The team's announcement, published in the journal Scientific Reports in 2024, sent shockwaves through the scientific community. They had discovered an entirely new genus and species of snake. They named it Vasuki Indicus. The name itself is a fantastic nod to both its home and its incredible size. Indicus obviously points to India, where it was found. Vasuki is a name pulled straight from Hindu mythology. He is the divine serpent king, often seen coiled around the neck of the god Shiva. A fitting name for a creature of such immense power. But just how big was this thing? This is where it gets truly mind-bending. By analyzing the fossilized vertebrae, the scientists came up with a range of size estimates. The lower end of the scale puts Vasuki at around 36 feet long, but the upper estimates push its potential length to an astonishing 15.2 meters, or 50 feet. To put that into perspective, that is longer than a school bus. It's nearly twice the length of the longest snake alive today, the reticulated python. And with an estimated weight closing in on 1 metric ton, or 2,200 pounds. Vasuki wasn't just long, it was an absolute beast. So, what would this giant have actually looked like? Vasuki Indicus was part of an extinct family of snakes called the Maetsoidae. This was an ancient lineage of primitive snakes that first showed up during the age of dinosaurs and spread across the old supercontinent of Gondwana. Now, don't picture the sleek body of a sea snake or even the agile form of a modern anaconda. Vasuki's skeleton suggests it had a broad, cylindrical body, hinting at a powerful, muscular build, more like a gigantic python than anything else. Because of its sheer size and bulk, paleontologists are pretty sure it was a slow-moving ambush predator. This thing wasn't actively chasing down its meals. Instead, it would have laid in wait, a patient hunter relying on camouflage before launching a sudden, explosive strike. Just like modern pythons, Vasuki was a constrictor. It didn't need venom. Its weapon was its overwhelming size and strength. Once it coiled its massive body around its prey, it would have exerted enough pressure to stop blood flow and cause suffocation in seconds. Once it had you, that was it. The discovery of Vasuki does more than just give us a new monster to marvel at. It opens a window into a lost world. These fossils were dated to the Middle Eocene period, about 47 million years ago. During this time, the Earth was a much warmer place. The global average temperature was significantly hotter than it is today. That warmth was critical, as cold-blooded reptiles, snakes like Vasuki, need external heat to regulate their body temperature. The hotter climate of the Eocene likely helped fuel the evolution of such gigantic sizes. Vasuki lived in a lush, marshy swamp near the coast. The very same fossil deposits that held its bones also contained the remains of turtles, crocodilians, and even early primitive whales. This gives us a terrifying look at its potential menu. An animal this big wasn't snacking on small rodents. It was an apex predator, likely preying on the large catfish, turtles, and even the formidable crocodiles that shared its swampy home. Some have even speculated it could have taken on the early whales that were living in those coastal waters. And now for the question on everyone's mind. Was Vasuki Indicus bigger than Titanoboa? For years, Titanoboa sarajonensis, discovered in Colombia and living around 60 to 58 million years ago, has held the undisputed title of the largest snake ever. The answer is complicated and fascinating. When it comes to pure length, Vasuki is a serious contender. With its upper estimate of 50 feet, it could very well be longer than Titanoboa, whose own length is estimated to be between 42 and 47 feet. However, when you look at overall mass, the crown might still belong to Titanoboa. The vertebrae of Titanoboa are thicker and more robust than Vasuki's, suggesting it was a heavier, bulkier snake, possibly weighing up to 1.25 tons. Vasuki, while potentially longer, may have had a slightly more slender, though still incredibly powerful build. There's also a big difference in how they lived. Fossil evidence suggests Titanoboa was a highly aquatic snake, spending most of its time in the water like a modern anaconda. Vasuki, on the other hand, seems to have been more of a land dweller, a giant python of the swamplands. They were two different giants, ruling similar predatory niches in two different parts of the world, millions of years apart. It's discoveries like this that just blow my mind and show how much we still have to learn about our planet's history. It's a reminder that incredible secrets are still buried right under our feet, just waiting to be found. If you feel the same, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update on the prehistoric world. And don't forget to like this video to help spread the story of this incredible new giant. From a handful of misidentified bones in a mine to a 50-foot serpent that challenges a legend, the story of Vasuki Indicus is an amazing example of scientific persistence. It's a discovery that not only redefines the limits of life on Earth, but also gives us a richer picture of the Indian subcontinent's deep evolutionary past. It highlights just how different the world was 47 million years ago. A warmer, wilder planet where giants slithered through marshy forests. The book on prehistoric giants is far from closed. The fossil record is full of gaps, and there are still so many unanswered questions. Was Vasuki really the longest snake to ever live? What other incredible creatures shared its lost world? We may never have all the answers, but every new fossil brings us one step closer. So what do you think? Are you Team Vasuki or Team Titanoboa? Let us know which of these colossal serpents you find more terrifying down in the comments.